of the tape is fueled by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast. Moreira is the older of the two, but it is Henrique with the slight height advantage, both coming in here at 155 for the lightweight championship. The first belt on the line between two Brazilians. Let's go to Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is set for 3 rounds all for the UFC BJJ Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing to you first in the blue corner with an official weight of 155 pounds out of Aries BJJ, Goodyear, Arizona, Danilo Moreira. And in the red corner with an official weight of 155 pounds out of Orande Bros Jiu-Jitsu, Lumberton, Texas, Carlos Henrique. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Vitor Shaolin.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's fight.
The first championship belt is on the line tonight here in round 1. The lightweights, Moreira in the blue, Henrique in the black and red. And early on it is Henrique trying to jump on Moreira.
There's that balance I was talking about with Moreira. Good balance between the wrestling and the guard pulling, and he blended the two very, very well in that sequence right there.
Yeah, I mean, that was about as good as it gets. I mean, he went for a shot and a leg lock at the same time.
I'll stick to fighting. It's too much for me, man.
Henrique looks like he's in on a calf vice right here.
Moreira
attacking the foot.
Attacking that toe fold there.
Moreira in the blue got here to the finals in the semis by winning in a decision. He said, it's going to haunt me, not getting the submission. He wants to fight for the finish here tonight in order to win the belt.
Yeah, he fought a teammate in the semis, and I almost felt like he may have taken it. It felt like he took it easy on him, just like not really giving it his 100%. That's what it felt like.
Moreira looked like he's hunting a front choke here. He's got a shallow bite, but he's rolling him over with it, and good on Carlos Henrique to defend there, but that was good for Moreira to get the attacks going early, get some attention from the judges, showing that he's looking to finish right now.
But it'll be interesting to see if the judges really count that as a real attack, because it has to be threatening enough for the defender to make a legit adjustment.
Yes.
So like that's, and I think that's what makes this rule set so good, is that it has to be a legit bite.
Yeah.
It has to be a legit submission threat, not just jumping on something for the sake of jumping on it.
Yeah.
2 minutes have gone by here in round number 1 in this light heavyweight championship. Puffco, the consumption experience perfected.
Like what he's doing right here, Henrique on top, stapling the right leg of Moreira on the mat. See him stuff the ankle right there, and then pass over the top of it. Look to see him windshield wiper that right leg to come across. Almost like he was attacking a Kimura right there. Moreira rolling underneath. Gets that leg unstapled. Looking to get on the attack right now. I like what Henrique's doing right here. He keeps pinning the bottom leg down of Moreira. Try to open up for these passes. But it looks like Moreira was going to lock underneath that right leg under the knee of Henrique, maybe roll it over the top. And this is the chess match that I expected from both of these guys.
Danilo's guard is a problem.
It really is. And it's the composure. He does such a good job staying calm in the storm, his opponents can be attacking his legs from every which angle, and he does a good job maintaining good composure. There's a fluidity to his leg lock defense, and that's key because when you start to stiffen up, start to get those ligaments tight, one nasty bite and the match is over. So the composure, the calmness, and the fluidity to his defense is very vital for him throughout the course of this tournament.
But again, something also within the rule set, like even though his guard is a problem, and he's doing a really good job of guard retention, that's still not scoring.
No.
So I would assume that the pressure that Henrique is putting on him is scoring because he's still putting a lot of pressure on the guard of Moreira.
He's doing a good job just staying a step ahead of him right now. And defense doesn't win matches, but you see Moreira attacking this Kimura. He might get the sweep right here. Wasn't a fight-ending attack, a fight-ending bite, but valiant effort to attack Kimura and look to get the sweep.
And that's the tricky part, is it you end up leaving something behind as you're trying to pass a tricky guard like this. I'm curious as to see how the judges score this round.
15 seconds to go here in round number 1. Let's see if someone has a nice move to steal it. And that'll do it.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's fight.
All right, we start round number 2 here in this lightweight championship. Do you agree with the corner of Moreira that he won round 1?
I wouldn't be confident enough to tell my fighter that in a round that went that way. Maybe that's his way of keeping Danilo Moreira confident and going forward, but I wouldn't have been confident telling my fighter that he won that round.
We have to be aware of, for Carlos Henrique, he does his best work throughout this tournament. The later the match goes, both of his finish coming in round 2. So the feeling out process is over. I anticipate that Henrique is going to open up with a submission offense. Look to see him start to attack, as you can see right there as he looks to jump guard. Now, I like what he's doing right now with that double collar tie. A lot of times when people deal with that double collar tie, they'll try to posture out of it, and that just creates a clear lane for a double leg down the middle. And it's also a great tie-up to just wear your opponent down when you're just pulling their head down with that double collar tie. It just gets uncomfortable. You're snapping them. It takes a lot of effort to try to break that tie. And look at him right here. Use that underhook to throw him by, and he gets to the back. Just for a brief moment, he gets to the back. But now he's on the neck, looking to sit for a guillotine. Moreira savvy to it, kicks out. Great attack from Henrique. Almost gets to the back, almost gets the guillotine. Definitely has Moreira on the defensive thus far through round 2.
But that was a beautiful exchange from both guys, especially from Henrique. But I think Moreira's doing a really good job of just using his flexibility to avoid some of the scrambles. Like, his guard is so long and flexible, he's able to avoid some of these crazy scrambles. And I think that's what's helped keeping him in this match in terms of physically.
Once again, Henrique going back to that staple, trying to, look at that, he just staples that leg down. That left leg out as a kickstand to maintain his base. Just trying to keep Moreira locked down on one hip. He can't retain his guard as easily.
What was so great about learning about both of these competitors on the show, their backstory, who they are as people, what their motivations are for getting into the bowl tonight. And Henrique, who was on top in the black and the red, started training 11 years ago, grew up poor in Brazil, had 7 siblings, and wasn't enough food to go around, so he had to leave home. He had to go to Sao Paulo to find a better life for himself, found Jiu-Jitsu, found better training partners, and is one step away from becoming the lightweight champion here tonight.
Yeah, and I tend to disagree with Danilo's corner. I think just the passing pressure and consistency of his passing pressure is winning Henrique this fight, this match.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's definitely, he's just in the driver's seat. I mean, he's just one step ahead, constantly finding ways to maybe not nullify the guard of Moreira, but staying a step ahead of it. Because Moreira needs to get ahead with his guard. He needs to keep his bottom leg from getting stapled. He needs to have the freedom in his hips to start to move and start to work these leg entanglements. But Henrique, once again, he just keeps pinning that bottom leg down, which is nullifying the leg lock game.
Again, but I think that comes from his background of IBJJF, where the matches are slower, and you're looking for the top or your opponent to make a mistake before you start to capitalize. And I think that's the reason why he's just kind of laying there waiting for Henrique to make a mistake. But in the process, he's going to end up losing these rounds.
And he was warned for action on the bottom, Moreira.
You see Moreira trying to swing that right leg over the head of Henrique. Henrique, for a moment there, had the shoulder blades flat on Moreira. And like I said earlier, the key to passing the guard is you got to get the shoulder blades flat. He was able to do that momentarily, but wasn't able to capitalize on
Yeah, I was surprised he wasn't able to capitalize on the pass.
40 seconds left here in round number 2. After a close first round, and Henrique taking over here in round 2.
See right now, Henrique trying to slide that knee through, and getting with a little smother, a little cover in the mouth. Does that score any points?
I don't know if that scores points, but it makes you think.
That does make you think. Makes you think twice about doing this.
I gotta.
Some dude's hand on your mouth.
Like, where your hands been?
Break.
Good, I'm good.
Yeah.
The third and final round here in this lightweight championship. Now, for people who are new to this format, it is key to point out, you do not get points for defending. You have to be on the attack. You have to be the aggressor in order to win each round.
Well, defense can win an NFL game. Defense can't win you a jiu-jitsu match. If you're on the defense, that means you are a step behind and you are losing. And Moreira's aware of that. He's starting to open up, starting to kind of get on the gas and push the pace like he said in the fighter meetings. He wants to outpace Carlos Henrique. We haven't seen that thus far through the first 2 rounds. So this is exactly what he's got to do in the 3rd round. To me, he's down 2 love. So it's time to open up, go for the attacks, at least try to win a 10-8 round. But best case scenario is he's got to go for the finish.
Yeah, and he came out strong in this 3rd round, but I thought that was a good response from Henrique to say, okay, I see what you're doing, and I'm going to match that. And he did. And now we see Henrique back on top, back looking to pass again with that top pressure.
Looks like he's trying to slide the right arm by of Moreira. Gets that head and arm control.
He's looking
for Kimura right now. Moreira aware of that. Finds his way out, but he was almost able to get to that figure 4 grip on the wrist.
Once again, as many moves as Moreira is defending on the bottom here, the optics are not good in terms of the judges when you are potentially down 2 rounds to none.
Yeah, I mean, in the practice room, having a guard like that, that's a very difficult guard. You're frustrating everybody. But in terms of scoring and winning a match, looked like he was going for a Gogo Plata there, but in terms of scoring and winning a match, it's not really going to serve you.
Well, right now, he's got to start flirting. He's got to start taking chances. If that means you have to expose yourself to try to wrestle up, you got to put yourself in harm's way to try to flurry to get these finishes, because with each second that passes, it's just one more opportunity that you're losing to try to finish this match and win that belt.
And that's what makes it so dangerous, because if he tries to wrestle up, I'm sure Henrique's waiting for that to slap on a Darce or an Anaconda.
Halfway through this final round in this lightweight championship, and Henrique has not let up any of the pressure. This is the format. This is what they wanted here for UFC BJJ. That's why they created this bowl.
Henrique's got an arm.
Oh, he's got an arm. He's attacking the arm lock right now.
He's got a bite on it. Got a really good bite on his arm.
He's got the leg trap too. He might have this.
That's close. If he can just break that grip, it might be over. If he breaks the grip, he's got to put his body on. He's got to sit up into the grip and break it.
Oh, he might have this. This is close. He's got it.
There's the tap. It is over. Carlos Henrique, the first ever lightweight champion here in UFC BJJ. This replay is brought to you by Hayabusa, honoring Jiu-Jitsu, your dedication and your journey. What a finish.
Yeah, that was incredible. You can see here, it looked like Moreira was almost looked like he was trying to sit through to try to get a knee bar, but look at Henrique. He's able to seatbelt with his left hand, starting to try to make that adjustment. Right here, look at this. He's got the leg of Moreira trapped inside too, and Moreira is trying to fight, trying to hold on to the arm being attacked with his foot. He's trying to hold on, but Henrique, you can see he makes the adjustment with his legs right here, gets two hands on it, and just starts to extend with his body, and it was almost like Moreira wise to it. Didn't wait too long, because we saw what happens if you wait too long when you're caught in a Carlos Henrique armbar. Bad things can happen. So good on him to get the finish. In round 3, we got ourselves our first champion of UFC BJJ, Carlos Henrique.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Vitor Shaolin calls a stop to the match in round number 3, declaring the winner by submission and new UFC BJJ lightweight champion of the world,